Hey everybody, this is Lumiere Tarot and my name is Clair Summer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a beautiful pick a card reading for you, and today we're going to be taking a look at messages from your ancestors and spirit guides. So all your sort of loved ones who have walked on this earth and passed over into the spirit world, and just they're always looking out for you and looking over you. Okay, so if you ever feel like you are alone, then please know that you're not alone. You are always your ancestors and spirit guides are always walking with you, walking by your side and supporting you through this journey through life. Okay, so yeah, we're going to take a look and see what messages they have for you today to help to guide you in your life circumstances. All right, this is a timeless reading, so please know that whenever you find this reading, there may be a message here for you. Okay, so we've got 4 groups for you today: group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. I'll insert an overhead shot for you so you can see the groups more clearly and make your decision. I ask that you use your intuition to guide you as to which of the 4 groups for you that you can pick today. So just take a deep breath, feel peaceful and drop down into your body. Take a few moments and then choose from that gut instinct, that quiet inner voice that we all have, which can guide you towards the right group. The timestamps are in the description box as well. While you make your decision, I will just let you know that I've got a gorgeous collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help you realize your potential and to dissolve any blocks that you may have towards your goals of prosperity or love. So do check those out if you feel called to. There's lots of information about them on my website, which is linked in the description box. Okay, but I'm really looking forward to doing this reading for you today. I think it's just such a lovely reading, coming from a place of grace and just connecting in with that gentler energy that is available to us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we have in this reading for you guys today. All right, but yes, I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 1. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see what messages we have from your ancestors and spirit guides today. Okay, so we have this card, Transmute, Solitude, the card Patterns. We have this beautiful card from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, which says, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. Isn't that what I always say on the channel? The highest good of everyone concerned. Okay. The 4 of Pentacles, Temperance, Page of Pentacles, Judgment, the World. Beautiful card, Spider from the Spirit Animal deck, from the Wild Unknown. And we have the card Demonstrate Love from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Okay, I can already see that, your ancestors and spirit guides have, they want to share with you some really powerful messages here, because we have 3 major arcana cards represented here with the World, Judgment and Temperance. Okay, so this is really really amazing here. So with the Judgment card, there's so much here in this reading about expansion and spiritual awakening and your own expansion. So your ancestors and spirit guides want you to know that you are going into a time, they want to usher into this time for you, they're helping you to do this, of expanding your consciousness. Okay, so some sort of spiritual awakening, and that just means that you're expanding your consciousness, you're understanding yourself and the world better, not what you've been conditioned to believe, but the actual seeing the bigger picture of things, and that's what's happening for you. Do listen to your intuition at this time. So your spirit guides and your ancestors are really trying to connect with you. Maybe you're so caught up in the stress of daily life that you don't have time for those quieter moments, but do connect with your intuition, because they are trying to guide you and help you on this journey. You don't have to do it on your own. So a great change is coming for you, and it's going to be not an external circumstance, it's going to be from within you. When you see somebody who's made a big change in their life, you know, somebody who's lived quite a hedonistic life and then they become more spiritual. I'm not saying that that's what's happening with you, but it is possible for us to have huge changes in our consciousness, and this is what is being ushered in for you. Your ancestors and spirit guides are really helping you to raise yourself up, okay, into this higher vibration. All of these cards are indicating that you're going into a higher vibration, which means that you can attract more of what it is that you desire and that resonates with you in this life, okay? So I see that as being really beautiful. And also with the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like this is going to take the form, you know, this expanding of your consciousness, of you learning about spirituality. So your ancestors and spirit guides are really calling you now to you know, learn about spirituality. So perhaps you want to learn about the law of attraction, you know, or perhaps you want to learn more about, you know, some sort of spiritual tradition. But they're really saying don't neglect your spiritual self in favor of your 3D world goals. You know, it's so easy just to focus on what we can see, but there is a universe within you, and your spirit guides and your ancestors are really saying connect with that universe that is within you. They are encouraging you to embrace your spiritual self. You're going to find a lot of nourishment there, a lot of richness there. So, and they're also encouraging you to invest in your education. So if you're not sure about doing a particular course or going to college or something like this, this is really indicated with your expansion. And you know, this card with the Page of Pentacles of investing in your education. This could be something as simple as, you know, just doing an evening class, or, you know, investing in some books so that you can learn about things. But, you know, this is all about your expansion, just seeing the world with a broader view and a broader perspective, and education is the key to that. So that is what your spirit guides and ancestors are guiding you towards at this time, which is very interesting. We have Temperance here, Sagittarian energy. Your ancestors and spirit guides are really saying trust in life, okay? So because there's this indication here with the Four of Pentacles that you are really holding on tightly. You want reassurance that everything is going to be all right. You can't see that assurance coming. So sometimes, you know, this message from your ancestors is really saying trust in the unseen, okay? Just because you cannot see it, just because it hasn't manifested in your reality, doesn't mean that it isn't on the way, and it doesn't mean that you're not supported or that it isn't coming, okay? This is really a sign, this Temperance card, that you're going in the right direction. So your spirit guides want you to know that you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction, even if it doesn't seem like it. Just keep going, okay? Trust that everything is working out for your highest good, like we talked about with this card. It also indicates that blessings are coming in for you, okay? So I see those blessings as being like in the form of, you know, your spiritual awakening and your spiritual expansion. It's basically just going to mean that you have more peace within you, more contentment in your life. You're going to feel much better. And you're going to have a lot of clarity about what it is that you want to do in life. And that's going to be the blessings that come in on for you. So your spirit guides are really saying focus on gratitude, okay? You know, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you have manifested in your life already, and then that will grow the goodness in your life. And focus on your inner work, okay? Focus on this universe within you that we were talking about with the Judgment card. You know, you can do that through journaling, through meditation, through self-reflection, because we have this card Solitude as well. So, you know, maybe you have a fear of being on your own or not being in a relationship. Maybe you have, maybe you seek a lot of outside validation. You know, there's no shade here. I'm not calling anybody out. You know, if you've got an ego, then like we all do, then that is very common to do that, okay? So, but your spirit guides and ancestors are really saying, you know, take that moment to spend time with yourself. Don't always be looking for distractions. from that quiet inner voice within you that wants to guide you towards the truth of who you really are. Okay, so take some time to do, you know, just 5 minutes to do some meditation or a guided meditation. It's also really strongly indicated here to get out in nature, you know, maybe step back a little bit from the electronics, from the gaming or the Netflix, and, you know, go and just spend 10 minutes in nature, and you will know what I'm talking about. Okay, and also it means that your spirit guides and ancestors will be able to reach you. They're desperate to reach you, but you need to give them that time, that quiet time, so that they are able to connect with you. Because if you're always caught up in distractions or the busyness of life, it makes it very difficult for them to reach out to you. Okay, so I think that's very interesting. So yeah, do take some time to reflect. You know, when we see this solitude card, perhaps if you've got fear of being on your own, take time to date yourself, do your self-care, take yourself out to the movies, or, you know, for coffee, or just do something nice for you. You don't need to wait for your soulmate or that perfect person to share those good things with you. You know, do what makes you feel good. You're being encouraged to do that. Okay, so with this Four of Pentacles, your spirit guides are really saying that you're holding on too tightly due to fear. Okay, maybe you're holding on to your money too tightly and you're frightened just to let it go. If there's something that you want to buy which you know isn't a distraction, it's something that's really going to nourish you or just really help you out, you know, where you can just think, wow, this is the best money I have ever spent. You know, don't hold on to it out of fear. You know, if you spend with love, then you can spend freely, and just know that it will always, you know, come back in towards you. All right. So I just sense that you're feeling some lack in your life. Maybe it's, you know, a lack of love that you are experiencing, but your spirit guides are really saying connect to the abundance that is available to you from the universe at all times. Okay, you can just say to yourself, I live in infinite abundance. You know, an abundance of love, an abundance of prosperity. If you think about an apple and the seeds that are in an apple, you can plant those seeds. You've got like several seeds, you can plant them, they all grow new trees, they all contain hundreds of apples which come back every single year, and each one of those apples contains, you know, several seeds which can go to grow new trees. Do you see what I mean? So there's always this abundance. This is the abundance that you see in nature, and this is the truth of who we are. Lack is a human construct. It has been created in the human mind. It does not exist in the spiritual world. The spiritual world is only abundance. Okay, so your spirit guides really want to remind you of that. They want to make you aware of that, and when you step into that energy, you will always be provided for with love, with affection, and with prosperity. Okay, so your spirit guides want to remind you of that. Okay, it's interesting because we have this beautiful card patterns. I want to see if I can find out which deck this is from, but I can't. No, sorry, I can't see it on my shelf. So we have the card patterns in the world. So this is like very similar energy here. So this is really highlighted for you in this reading. So your spirit guides are really saying you're cycling into a new era now. So if you feel like you've just had enough of things, if you feel like it's time for a change, if you feel like there are a lot of things hanging about in your life which actually no longer serve you, now is the time to let go of what is no longer serving you, and that's going to be naturally just cleansed from your life. Okay, so your ancestors are really sort of making you aware that this is what's going to happen. They're telling you that positive change is coming, okay, for you, you know, again in the form of those blessings that we were talking about. But what I'm seeing is that you're going to be starting to do things in a new way, which is more in alignment with who you truly are. You're letting go of what no longer serves you, and you are moving towards your own personal evolution. So, you know, what does this mean? This could represent like a change in your habits. You know, perhaps you always lie in the mornings, and now you get into this new routine where you're getting up earlier so you can get stuff done for yourself before your workday starts. You know, perhaps you've got an old habit of procrastination, and now you're getting really, really motivated. You know, you're starting to pick up on that motivated energy, and then that snowballs into something greater. You know, you always can start where you are. You don't need to sort of start right up here when you're beginning to embrace a new habit or a new way of doing things. You can just start on the bottom rung and you can start where you are, and that is just going to grow and grow. It's going to have a snowball effect for you, okay? Which I think is really lovely. So everything that's no longer serving you, if you've got old friendships, old habits, old ways of doing things, I'm thinking old thought patterns as well. You've got some old beliefs that you've had since childhood. I'm hearing this very clearly from your spirit guides now, that you've had since childhood. You've got like, and it's got stuck on a loop in your mind, and it isn't your reality. Okay, so maybe that's that you feel like you're not good enough for a certain sort of job, or that you're shy about talking to people who you are attracted to. These are just examples, but whatever it is, there's a memory that you have in your childhood related to this pattern, and if you look at it with clarity, you will realize that you don't need to embody that anymore. It isn't the truth for you, and you can let it go, okay? Because we have this card Transmute here for you. Now, you see, if you can see that, I thought that this was a bee, but it's actually the sacred scarab beetle from, you know, that you read about in ancient Egypt. So again, this talks about looking at your life anew, looking at your life from a fresh perspective, and then getting clarity, okay? You know, this is a card of moving into a higher vibration, you know, and when you combine that with the Temperance card and the Judgment card and the World, this is a major upgrade that we're talking about, that your spirit guides and ancestors are really, they really want you to know this, that you are in this beautiful upgrade to a higher vibration. And when you're vibrating at this higher vibration, you're closer to the frequency of love. You're letting go of this fear. You don't need this fear. This is what they're saying to you. You don't need this fear. You let it go, and then you start to become magnetic to those things that have been eluding you, okay? So looking around at your life, you're seeing your life with fresh eyes, and even if things seem mundane, it's just doing your shopping, doing your washing, driving the car, you can look around you through the eyes of gratitude, and you will see beauty and possibility everywhere you look. Okay, so start looking around you and connect to the God which is in all things, okay? We have this card Demonstrate Love as well. You know, just your spirit guides and ancestors is just saying, you know, really appreciate those people who are around you that you love, because they may not be in your life forever. So, you know, make more time for them. And also, you know, show your love. You know, if you don't say that you love somebody, you know, if you don't make time to do thoughtful things for them, you know, cook them a meal or buy them a nice gift, then, you know, they may not feel that love. So I'm just sensing your spirit guides are saying there's someone in your in your life, who perhaps isn't connecting to the love that you feel. So perhaps you need to be a little bit more expressive in that. You know, if that resonates with you, or just sense that in the next few days that will become, you know, you'll become aware of what that means to you, okay? So you can just express that and bring those people who love you closer to you to support you. And then we have this beautiful animal medicine card with the spider. So, you know, this is really about your own creativity. Look at that beautiful web. So you are creating a beautiful life for yourself. Like we talked about, you are on the right track. You are in this process of expansion. Okay, so your spirit guides are really saying that it's all about the journey and not the destination. If you are focused, you know, trying to manifest something really intensely, or you've got this really major goal, I've got to have $1 million, I've got to drive a Porsche, blah blah blah, you know, I've got to start this business, whatever it is, or I've got to get these qualifications, just relax. You know, that's what they're saying. Just relax and focus on the journey. It's all about the journey and the destination. Take it a day at a time. You're creating a beautiful life for yourself. Wake up in the morning, know that you are creating that beautiful life for yourself, and just take the steps that you need to take in this day to make that happen for you. Your life is blossoming into greater beauty. See how much beauty is in this card right now. Okay, so stay in the now, stay in the present moment. Don't get caught up in your fears to do with the future. Take it a day at a time. This is what your spirit guides want you to know. This is also a card of creative problem solving. So it may be that if you've got a problem in your life right now, you need to sort of think outside the box. So your spirit guides are saying there is a solution to this problem that you've got that's been weighing you down, holding you back, but you need to think more creatively about what the solution is to that. Okay, so stay in the relaxed state, stay in the flow state, and that solution will come to you, but it's going to be not what you were expecting. And there is always a solution as well. So many people that I talk to in my daily life and in my professional life, they're so shut down to the solutions which are available to them. You know, they're just like, no, 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 there's nothing I can do. There is always something you can do. There is always a solution. You just might know, you don't know what it is yet. That's the only difference. And the only thing that you need to do is just say, I am open to the solution. And you just keep saying that, and then the solution will come to you miraculously. Okay? This is also a beautiful card of prosperity as well. So your spirit guides and ancestors want you to know that if you have been feeling that lack, if you've been feeling the pinch, then prosperity is very much coming in for you. I sense as a result of your creativity as well. So perhaps you've got you know, an underrated talent, you know, something that you're not giving yourself credit for, that you can actually make money out of. People will pay you to do that, and you can earn more money doing that. So don't underestimate your amazing skills. You know, this is a card of being incredibly skillful in your life. So share those skills and charge, you know, a good fee for your services, because you are worth it. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It's been a really positive reading, very powerful energies for you in group number 1. You know, your spirit guides and your ancestors are close to you, so take that time to reflect so that they can reach out to you and get in touch with you and you know, talk to you through your intuition and guide you. They're always walking with you through this life. Okay, you are never ever alone. I just want to shout out to all my amazing subscribers and everybody who has donated through the energetic exchange. I just realized that I've forgotten to do that at the beginning, so I do love you all so much. I'm sending you all a big hug. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your life circumstances at this time. Do support each other down in the comments as well, you know, and just, yeah, you know, show us all some love there. All right, if you feel called to, check out my range of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration. I've been working on new projects there, so you may see that I've got some new meditations up on the channel. So yeah, do check those out if you feel called to. They are on my website. People have been writing to me every day saying, telling me about the changes that have happened as a result of them, you know, going through that process and reprogramming their subconscious mind, which is really exciting to hear. So you can probably tell how excited I am about that. But have an amazing week. You are always in my thoughts. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 2. And we're going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see what messages your ancestors and spirit guides have for you today. Before we start, I forgot at the beginning of the video just to say thank you to all my beautiful and amazing subscribers, and also to everyone who has donated through the energetic exchange. I just love you all so much. Yes, thank you, and I'm sending you all a big hug for being part of this community and yeah, this journey. It's so lovely. Okay, let's get going. Oh my goodness, so we have the amazing card Hummingbird from the Animal Spirit deck from the Wild Unknown, one of my favorite decks to work with. We've got the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles for you, 4 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. We have this card, Death. You see that? There you go. We've got this beautiful card from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, which is my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. We have the card Connection from the, what is this? Wait there everybody. Oh, here we go. It's the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. It's one of my new decks and I'm loving it. We have the card Perfection from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, and we have the card The Heart of the Matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Okay, so with this card Perfectionism, you know, your spirit guides and your ancestors really want you to know that you do not have to be perfect to be loved. Okay, you don't need to be perfect to be loved. So if you've been thinking, oh, you know, I can't be loved until, or I can't love myself until I am such and such weight, or until I've got these exam results, or until I earn X amount of money, or until I've got this job or this many friends, or blah, blah, blah. You are whole, perfect and complete just as you are, and your spirit guides want you to know this. Okay, so take the pressure off yourself, because you do not need to be perfect to be loved. Or, you know, perhaps this is showing up as thinking, well, I have to be perfect before I can start this project or begin this business or apply for that job. Just start where you are. You know, your imperfect self is perfectly acceptable and will be perfectly acceptable to other people. Okay, and you can just you know, shine your imperfect self, and that is going to be more than enough for this world. Okay, so your spirit guides really want you to know that. This is interesting here, what I'm seeing with Three of Pentacles, because we have this card Connection, and then we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which can represent a lack of connection. So you know, perhaps you need to make more time for your friends, or perhaps you have outgrown your friends at this time due to your own spiritual growth, and you know, you don't sort of get as much nourishment out of that connection as you used to. So maybe it's time to, you know, get involved in some meetups and some groups with some more like-minded people who can offer you more nourishment in your life. So your spirit guides are really saying, you know, it's really important for you to have, you know, a tribe around you of like-minded people, you know, so do make the time to connect with the people that you've got stuff in common with, who make you feel nourished and supported. And if you feel like you're a bit lacking in your life, often when we make positive changes in our lives, a lot of the people from our past, you know, they either grow with us or they get left behind on the journey. So perhaps it's time that you need to reach out and connect with other people who are more like-minded. So your spirit guides are really saying there are lots of people waiting in the wings who want to connect with you, you know, who will be enriched by having your presence in their life. Okay, I'm just sensing there's a small message here for, you know, a small part of, you know, for the people in group number 2, which is if you have been involved in some sort of love triangle or a relationship where there is a third party situation, your spirit guides are really saying to you now very clearly, this is not the right person for you. This is not the divine selection. This is not the one who has been chosen for you by universal intelligence or God to be your partner in this lifetime. They will not bring you the greatest happiness. Okay, I realize that this may not be what you want to hear, but this is what is coming through from your ancestors and spirit guides. You may feel really drawn to them. You may have a lot of emotion invested in it, but this person is not the one, is what they're saying. They're talking to me about this loud and clear. Okay, so just remember, you know, talking more broadly, be your true self. You know, you do not have to be this perfectionist person. You don't need to be perfect. You can bring your real self to the table, and then the right people will love the real you. So often in our sort of social media society that we live in now, we're just encouraged to get outside validation and likes and whatever, just from just anybody, and you know, that's enough to feed our ego. But what about feeding your soul? You know, so it's about the right people loving the real you. So rather than just anybody giving you just any old affection or just any old bit of attention, what about having deep, nourishing relationships where you develop a strong bond with people around you so that they can love the real you? That is going to feel much better for you than shallow relationships and, you know, surface level connections. Okay, so your spirit guides and ancestors are really saying, go deep now, connect deeply. Whatever it is that you're looking for friendship, for love, go deep, connect deeply. Okay, So I'm seeing that here for you, which I think is really good. You know, we have the Six of Pentacles energy represented here. I feel that your spirit guides are saying to you now, stop settling. You know, where is it in your life that you are settling? Maybe you are settling for second best in your relationship because you feel like you're not worthy of the love that you really desire, and you are accepting crumbs. Okay, you are an amazing person. Your spirit guides are really saying, remember who you are. Remember that you are an amazing person. Remember what you came here to do. You did not come here to hide your light. Shine your light brightly. You did not come here to hide who you really are. Shine your authentic self out into the world. That is what I'm hearing. So don't settle for less than you deserve. If you are not being appreciated in your work environment, go to where you're appreciated. You know, if they're not paying you, you know, giving you fair recompense for the amount of effort that you're putting in, if you're putting in 110% and you're, you know, only getting back 50% in resources, this is not enough. Go to where you're appreciated. Go to where people appreciate what it is that you have to offer, whether that's with your work life and your skills, or whether that's in a relationship. Okay, your ancestors are being very clear on this. They're saying, remember that you are amazing and remember your own worth. What I'm seeing with this is that you are losing energy somewhere. It's just like a bucket that's got a hole in the bottom of it. And that energy that you have is leaking out of your energy bucket. What I'm hearing is that you're giving yourself away in some area of your life. You know, maybe you're giving yourself away in terms of your skills, or you're giving yourself away in terms of your heart. But somewhere this is going to resonate with some people in group 2, that there is an area of your life, maybe you haven't identified it yet, where you are giving yourself away, and your spirit guides are reminding you to love yourself. You do not need to give yourself away. You do not need to settle for second best. You know, you do not need to settle for anything out of fear, obligation, or guilt. You do not need to accept crumbs. You can accept the best. You deserve the best. Okay, walk towards these things. This may not be a clear path for you, but just be open to it, and then the way will be shown for you. Okay, but you're losing energy, and this is resulting in you, you know, maybe not having as much physical energy, maybe being emotionally unbalanced, or, you know, not having great brain chemistry, you know, feeling a little bit anxious. But it's because you're giving yourself away in some respect, and instead of being nourished and rejuvenated, you're getting drained, and over time this is going to have a really negative impact on your life. I'm just going to take a sip of my water. It's going to have a negative impact on your life. Okay, so your spirit guides are saying, turn this around while you still can. Okay, become aware of this, know your own value, and then things will become clear to you as well. I sense, you know, this is really interesting. Both these cards, the Seven of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, both indicate stress. Okay, so if you felt like you've had too much on your plate, perhaps you felt like you've been juggling too many responsibilities, you've got too many responsibilities, you're feeling too much pressure, there's, you know, not enough hours in the day. Your spirit guides are really saying to you now, you know, if things have just been busy, just, you know, what can you do about that? You know, this is really highlighting this. You don't need to live your life like this. You need to take your foot off the gas. You need to take a step back. You need to reassess. Okay, this is going to be so positive for you. Okay, so that maybe there are some things in your life that you are doing inefficiently and you need a new routine which is more efficient. Maybe there are some things in your life which you can delegate to other people. You know, perhaps the people in your life or in your household aren't pulling their weight. You can ask for help. Your spirit guides are really saying this to you now. Ask for help. Get the help that you need. Okay, you know, if you need more time, you know, to get something done, a project done, ask for more time. If you need more help around the house, ask for that help around the house. Okay, and that's going to relieve the stress for you, and you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel brighter. You're going to feel more energetic. It's going to stop this energy draining away from you, so that you can feel full of energy, positive and motivated. All right, the Seven of Wands indicates that, you know, perhaps if you've got some people in your life that have got something to say about how you are living your life, they've got their opinion, they want to share your opinion with you, and perhaps that isn't very well received, you know. You know, perhaps you're trying to make the best of your life, make the best of yourself, make positive changes in your life for yourself, to upgrade yourself and create, you know, become your greatest version. And then there are some people in your life who are threatened by this and are trying to pull you back down. Okay, so your ancestors are really saying, pay no heed to these people who have got their opinions about what you look like or what you're doing or your life choices. It's none of their business, and you don't need to have them in your ear. You don't need to listen to them, okay? So your spirit guides are saying to you, don't listen to them at this time. Haters are always going to hate. There'll always be those people that are threatened by you or want to drag you down or want to make these passive aggressive comments to you. So your spirit guides are saying, just stay in your own lane, do your own thing, be authentic, keep in your own lane, don't get involved, and don't let your energy leak out into these people. They want to get a reaction out of you, you know, when they're getting all up in your face with their opinion and, you know, being kind of passive aggressive. You know, they're hoping to get, you know, a response out of you, you know, some sort of emotional response. That's their reward. Don't give them the satisfaction. Don't give it to them. That's what your spirit guides are saying. Keep that energy for you. It's so easy to get involved in all this stuff where people have got an opinion about you and to wade into stuff. And you see it with celebrities on Twitter or whatever, where they're wading into somebody else's business, or where somebody, you know, takes a pop at them and then it starts some sort of Twitter feud. You know, in your own life, in your real life, you don't need to do this. It's such a waste of energy and your time and of your essence, is what I'm hearing. So your spirit guides are saying, if someone gets up in your face, just let it go. Let it go, stay in your own lane, keep focused on, you know, what is empowering for you, which is your own journey, staying in your own lane, focusing straight ahead at your own goals. Okay, and that is how you will be successful, not by getting dragged into other people who want to, you know, take you down. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely hearing that from your spirit guides. It's a good reminder, I think. Which is really beautiful, because again, your spirit guides are saying to you, take a little break. Maybe you need a vacation, maybe you need a long weekend. Okay, maybe you need to take a couple of hours out just for you, away from your family responsibilities, away from your work responsibilities. Do something for you. Remember your self-care. Your ancestors are really saying, you know, if you have been letting that energy drain away, you know, do something for you now. Do something creative, you know, something with music, or just getting out in nature. Just, you know, just something that you enjoy doing, and that is going to really nourish you and just give you the perspective that you need to get your life in order and just to feel better about things. Okay, we have this death card. So transformation is coming in for you now. This is really exciting. Your spirit guides want you to know that there are a lot of positive changes coming for you in the next few months. All right, so I see adventure on the horizon for you. You know, new opportunities are an adventure for you, maybe a physical adventure regarding travel, but definitely there are changes coming on the horizon. So if you've been feeling, you know, a little bit stagnant, you know, a little bit stuck in a rut, then just know that the energy is being turned over now to the new. I see that this is going to be as a result of you saying no to what is no longer serving you, and ultimately saying yes to what resonates with you. So get into the habit of learning what resonates with you on a deep level, and really you know, just keep saying yes to that and saying no. Sometimes it can feel quite difficult to say no to the things that are no longer serving us because they're so familiar. If that person or friendship has been in your life for a long time, it can be difficult to say no to them. It can be difficult to say no to those old patterns. You know, if there's somewhere that we go to look for you know, some sort of soothing, or, you know, to self-soothe ourselves in a situation, you know, perhaps that's you know, watching Netflix for hours at a time, or you know, binge eating or whatever it is, it can feel difficult to say, actually, I know this isn't good for me. I'm going to say no to it, and I'm going to embrace something which is more high vibrational. Okay. But your spirit guides are really saying, when you clear away those things, there will be a space in your life. You know, when you say no to those toxic friendships and relationships, when you say no to those toxic habits, unhealthy patterns, there will be a void in your life. But your spirit guides are saying to you now, embrace the void. When you see that space, it can be so, you know, it's natural. It can be so compelling just to want to fill it with whatever comes your way. But don't do that. Take a breath, embrace the void, embrace the space, and just go, this space, this quietness that I'm experiencing is for something new and better, something that resonates with me, something that's amazing, an amazing opportunity, something that makes me feel great. So if you can trust in that process, then you will be rewarded with that amazing opportunity that you have been waiting for a long, long time. Okay, you know, whether that's for a new relationship or a new job or the opportunity to travel, it will come your way as a result of you saying, I am going to say no to these things which I know are bad for me. And if that means that I have to sit here on my own for a little bit, then that is what I will do. And I will sit there on my own, doing my self-care, loving myself more, getting to know myself better. And as a result of that, good things will pour into your life. There's no room for the good things to come into your life if it's full of these things which don't belong in your life anymore. Okay, there's just no room for it. So we do have to create that space sometimes, and your spirit guides are encouraging you to make that transition, because you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded financially, and you will be rewarded emotionally for going on that journey. Okay, and it's like it says here, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Okay, how beautiful is that? So, you know, this is all about raising your vibration and focusing on the things in your life that are already going well and are already good. You know, keep your gratitude journal. Say thank you. Get into the habit of thanking the universe for whatever it is it brings to you. Even if that seems like it's bad, you can say thank you, because there is a lesson in the bad thing that you've got. That can be... This is quite advanced, isn't it? It's quite advanced to be able to say thank you for the things that we don't initially welcome into our lives. But yes, stay in the gratitude, and that's going to raise your vibration. You're going to feel amazing. This is so interesting. You've got the hummingbird card. Oh my gosh. Positive blessings are coming into your life in abundance, you know, as a result of, you know, what it is that we've been talking about in this reading. Okay, your spirit guides are just making you aware that there are blessings coming down for you in the next few months that are as a result of you raising your vibration. People often say, well, how do I raise my vibration? And the way you do that is by saying no to things which feel bad. You know what feels bad and what feels good to you. Okay, from living from a heart-centered space, you always know what feels good, what relationship, what friendship, what environment, what job, what career, what pastimes, what hobbies, what spaces feel good to you and what feels bad. Tune into that. That is the way to raise your vibration. You don't need to try, you just need to follow what feels good. So I see an enormous amount of energy coming in for you. You're going to feel really enthusiastic about life. You're going to get on board with new opportunities and projects which you feel really enthusiastic about, which really, you know, you just bounce out of bed in the morning and you're going to feel amazing. You're going to, you know, you can't wait to get started with the day and with what it is that you have to share with the world. You know, this is a card of following your bliss. I hear that clearly from your spirit guides. Follow your bliss. This is all about following what feels good and staying in your own authenticity, deciding what is for you and what is not for you. And in this way, you are going to feel nourished. You're going to feel abundant, okay? You're going to attract abundance. I'm sensing this card has a very similar energy to the Magician card in the tarot. Your ancestors want you to know that everything that you need to create your dream life is already here. The ingredients are already here. You already have the ability to be grateful. You already have the skills. You already have the knowledge. You already have the spiritual awareness. Okay, you already have the motivation that you need to create the life of your dreams. Okay, so this sort of authenticity, this following your bliss, is always found through nature, through creativity, and through getting in touch with your spirituality and your spiritual journey. This is the sacred trine that we're talking about. Nature, creativity, spirituality. This is what raises your vibration. Okay, so your ancestors want you to know that you are going into a time where life is going to feel sweet. Good times are ahead. Okay, you're going to be living the good life, and it's all a result of you not accepting second best. You make that change in your life, and then you'll be living the good life. Life will feel sweet. You'll just want to pinch yourself. You'll just be like, I can't believe that life can be this good, or I can't believe that my life has become this good. So blessings are pouring in, opportunities are pouring in, good feeling experiences are coming your way. Which is going to make you feel really good. Now, your ancestors are saying to you, get curious about what it is that you can learn in any given situation. So if you get sick, or someone's mean to you, or someone's trying to undermine you, or you're feeling out of balance, like things are stressful, instead of just going, getting caught up in the 3D world, take a step back from what it is that you are experiencing and get curious. Whatever it is that life throws at you, get curious about what it is that's coming, that's the message in this experience. And when you come from the energy of what is it that I need to learn from this experience? What is it that I am being directed away from or towards? Can I be more open to some new information as a result of this? Perhaps there's a mismatch in my life between my authentic self and what I'm doing in my life. What is that mismatch, and how can I come back into alignment? So your ancestors are really saying, instead of getting fearful about, we all have challenges and, difficult decisions to make in our life, instead of being caught up in the fear, get curious. This hummingbird energy is always an energy about getting curious about life, and it will always lead you back to, the good life. This is also a big card of abundance, and it's a card of manifestation, like we were talking about the Magician card. This is a card of manifestation. You have everything that you need to create the life of your dreams. Your ancestors really want you to know this. Don't doubt it. They believe in you. You've got to believe in yourself. Do not doubt it. They are with you, supporting you every step of the way. And if you take a wrong, with this perfectionism card, doesn't matter if you take a wrong step. There are no wrong steps. They, every step that you take just, leads you back to your path if you let it. Okay? So yeah, that is what your ancestors and your spirit guides want you to know at this time. That your energy is shifting, your vibration is rising, you're coming into this, out of this time of stress and into more of a time of peace and contentment. You're going to have time to reflect. And it's going to bring you, into connection with people who are more like-minded with you, and, into that positive energy whereby, you can feel more nourished, and you can start manifesting some of these things that haven't quite come into your reality yet. You've been holding them in your heart, but now your spirit guides are really saying that this is the way forward into, bringing those things into the 3D world for you to experience. Okay, they are supporting you in your endeavors. Okay, they are, really here for you. Okay. Yeah, this is a really deep message. I think that your ancestors have got some really good advice for you here if you want to take it, if it resonates with you. That you are worthy. Remember your own worth. So yeah, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives. If you feel called to, please check out my collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration. People have been saying that they've been writing to me, letting me know that they, about the changes that they've experienced in their lives, the positive changes that have happened as a result of them going on this journey to reprogram their subconscious mind of old limiting beliefs and embracing new mindsets. Which is so lovely. It's so lovely to connect with you like that. Okay, but yes, have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts, and I am sending you so much love. But thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 3. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see what your ancestors and spirit guides and the messages that they have for you today. So we have the 4 of Swords, we have Temperance, we have the Hanged Man, we have 8 of Wands, we have 9 of Wands. We have this beautiful card Stingray from the Animal Spirit deck from the Wild Unknown, one of my favorite decks to work with. We have this beautiful card Reflect. We have I Choose Love No Matter What from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. We have the card True Offering from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. We have this beautiful card Moderation, which is from, I can never remember, the Sacred Earth, that's it. Sacred Earth Oracle deck. The artwork on these is absolutely amazing. And we have the card Focus on Love from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck for you. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards for you. Okay, we've got 2 major arcana cards here, so some fated changes are indicated for you. It's so interesting. There's some really, really strong themes here. So we have Temperance, and then, we have this card Moderation as well. So very similar energies represented in these cards for you. Okay, so this is really saying, with this moderation, Temperance is all about moderation as well. So it's really saying, what are you doing too much of? Okay, your spirit guides are really saying that something in your life has become out of balance. Perhaps you're working too much. Perhaps you're not working enough. Perhaps you're not exercising enough, or exercising too much, or putting too much pressure on yourself. Okay, so your spirit guides are really saying, just take a moment to reflect on what it is that is out of balance in your life. Okay, you may want to reflect, you may want to journal about this question that your ancestors are asking you at this time. What is it that has become out of balance in your life? Because it's causing you to feel stressed, it's causing you to be unhappy, it's not good for you in the long term. Okay, so your ancestors are really asking you to consider your long-term future now as well. If you keep on doing what you're doing right now, you'll keep on getting what you're getting, remember? So, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that in the future? If you keep on doing what you're doing in a year's time, or 5 years' time, or 10 years' time, or 20 years' time, what is your life going to look like? So your ancestors have some quite big questions for you during this reading. So they're just, what I'm hearing from them is consider the long term. Okay, so, and also, what are you doing now that will benefit you in the future? Okay, what can you do today that your future self will thank you for? All right, so just consider that, consider your longer term plan. Also indicated is to sort of get stronger in your intentions. Okay, a lot of manifestation and being successful and getting the opportunities that we want in this life is often to do with the strength of our intention. So you have to be very clear about what it is that you want to manifest, what it is that you want to experience, because otherwise, if you have a wishy-washy idea of what you want, then we often get wishy-washy results. So your spirit you know, your spirit guides and your ancestors are really saying get stronger in your intentions, and then that becomes focused energy because you're working towards those intentions. All that energy is going into that directed flow rather than being all woolly. Okay, there's also an indication here of sort of respond, don't react. This is what I'm hearing. So, you know, maybe if somebody you have a difficult person in your life or a challenging situation, and then it is your usual way of dealing with it is to be very reactive and just to, you know, want to defend yourself, which is natural, and to, you know, want to fight back, but all you're really doing is draining your energy and putting energy into things that you don't want. So your spirit guides are really saying respond, don't react. So, you know, you don't have to, even if you feel very emotional inside, you don't have to express that emotion to the person who is triggering you, or the person who is trying to trigger you on purpose and push your buttons. If there's someone in your life who is always trying to push your buttons, do not give them the satisfaction. Okay, so you can just respond calmly, but don't react. And that's a message that your ancestors have for you in this reading today. Okay, such interesting energies because we've got the Hanged Man, we have the Four of Swords as well, which I think is really interesting, and then combined with the Temperance that we were just talking about, and we have this card Reflect as well. So these are all similar energies. You know, when we see this theme, this pattern coming up in a reading, we know that this is just a very, very strong message for you at this time. Okay, so what I'm hearing from your spirit guides is to really surrender. You know, if you don't know what to do in a situation or about a challenge that you are facing, then sometimes your only option is to wave that white flag and just to surrender to what it is that's going on, and just know that everything is working out for your highest good, even though it doesn't seem like it. Okay, sometimes we can't see the bigger picture until later on in the journey. So I know it's much easier said than done, but your spirit guides are really saying trust in the process. Okay, you can say to yourself, you can do that as an affirmation, I trust in the process of life. You know, trust in the unfolding of your life, okay? You know, and don't resist. Your spirit guides are saying that your resistance to the challenges in your life is what's causing you pain. So the more you resist, you know, what you're experiencing, the more pain you're going to feel, the lower your vibration gets. So, you know, perhaps you can work towards, through meditation or journaling, releasing some of that attachment to how you think things should be, and trust in the universe, because I guarantee that the universe can bring you in greater things into your life than you ever could have imagined. Okay, so, you know, let go of your resistance to what is, and that is going to, your spirit guides are saying, this is going to open up new possibilities for you that you never even imagined. Okay, I feel like you're making a transition from more of an ego-based place, which, you know, is fine, we're all human, we all have an ego, but just reflecting more on, you know, your soul. You are a spirit having a human experience, not a human body with a spirit. It's the spirit that is your truth. So I see you moving it more into this soul-centered place where you can make decisions from your soul. So when we come from an ego-based place, we're more we're more interested in, you know, material things or the 3D world. Whereas when we move into that spiritual awakening, into that soul-centered space, we know that there's more to this life than meets the eye. Then we can see in that situation, you start to see the spiritual lessons, start to experience the synchronicities. And this is what your spirit guides are trying to lead you towards. So, you know, it's really a process of transformation that you're going through. What I'm hearing is a miracle is just a new thought. You know, when we experience a miracle in our life, it is often a result of us thinking about something in a completely new way. We can get that eureka moment, or a flash of insight, or just a complete download where you just think, do you know what? Excuse me, I don't have to think that way anymore. I don't have to believe that I'm unlovable. I don't have to believe that I'm not good enough for that job, or you know, a million different things. Or I don't have to believe that always miss my train, or I never get the parking space. Or start believing good things for yourself, and good things will manifest in your life. So remember, a miracle is just a new thought, and this is what your spirit guides want you to know. So always, you know, our success is often a result of our ability to be fluid and to embrace new things and not get stuck in the energy. So, you know, I'm seeing a lot of time here, you know, your spirit guides are really saying take time to reflect. There's such a lot of really similar themes in all of these groups that I'm doing this. So I think there's general themes for the collective who are engaging in this reading today as well. Okay, so which is, you know, really, really interesting. But yes, you know, the Four of Swords in this card, reflect, are really saying, you know, take the time to reflect. I'm hearing don't rush. You know, this can be frustrating, you know, when you get the Hanged Man, you want to push forward with your goals, you want to see results, but your spirit guides are saying take time just to think things through before you take your next step. And when you take a step that is considered, then you'll get the greatest outcome. You'll get, you know, the best opportunities for you now. Okay, we have this beautiful card, True Offering, here for you. May I release the fears, illusions and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Okay, so this is just a reminder, like we've been talking about with the Hanged Man, with the Temperance card, of just, you know, how can you be of service in this life? Okay, you know, how, you know, that will bring you the greatest nourishment. You know, what is it, what gifts and skills have you got to share with the world? Okay, because the world really needs you to be your authentic self and to shine your life and light and to bring your gifts to the world. So your spirit guides are really reminding you that, you know, you have got a purpose in this life, and contrary to popular belief, it isn't to buy a lot of stuff, although, you know, that is a fun aspect to life. There is more to life than just getting the latest this or the latest that. You know, what is it that your soul is here to do and to achieve? So some quite interesting questions here that your ancestors have for you, you know, maybe a beautiful reminder for you in this time. I just want to mention as well, the Hanged Man is really, it symbolizes a chrysalis, if you can see, if you can sort of imagine it like that, of being, and that chrysalis energy is, you know, what you're in right now. You're taking a moment to reflect, you're taking a pause to be considered, so that you can come out of that chrysalis and be a beautiful butterfly, spread your wings and fly towards those opportunities, you know, fly towards, you know, becoming your greatest version and enjoying your life. Okay, so it is, you know, doesn't mean you have to take a long time to reflect. Just take a moment. Can you take an hour? Can you take half a day? Can you have, you know, half a day on a Sunday just to spend a bit of time on planet you, thinking about what it is that you want and not getting caught up in the rush and the drama of life? Okay, we have some interesting messages from your spirit guides about love as well. I sense here that with the Nine of Wands energy, that you have been through some tough times. These may just be tough times generally, you know, or financially. You may have had to face some challenges or some health challenges. This is just a general reading, but I just feel like you've been hurt in the past, and this may be, I'm sensing for many of you, this will be romantic in nature. This hurt may have even occurred quite a long time ago, but I just sense that it's cast a long shadow for you. What I'm hearing from your ancestors is that you are unable to trust people. Maybe that, you know, you can trust them a little bit, but you feel like you can't trust them completely. You know, so I'm just sensing that, like, for some of you in group 3, you feel like you're misunderstood, like people aren't really hearing what it is that you want to say, what it is that you want to share. And, you know, again, this is a card of reflection. You know, I just sense there's something that's going to come out of this. If you take that time, if you take that hour or a few hours to reflect, something really positive is going to come out of it, because this is a time of reflection. But your spirit guides are acknowledging that you've been through these challenges and that you have been hurt in the past. but they're saying loud and clear, you mustn't let the past hold you back now. You mustn't let it ruin your life or change your life. It isn't necessary. You know, how somebody else behaved is their own journey, and it is nothing to do with you. Whatever it is that was done or said is to do with their own spiritual growth, their own spiritual journey. And you mustn't take it personally, is what I'm hearing. So perhaps, you know, if you have built a little bit of a heart wall around you to protect you, now is the time to really sort of dissolve that, because your spirit guides are really saying that it is safe for you to love. Okay, so we have this card, I choose love no matter what. So in every instance, your spirit guides are always saying you have the choice to choose fear based on your past experiences, or to choose love. And you can look at a situation and you can always choose again. If you have chosen fear, you can look at your, you know, that choice and just say, you can say it out loud. You can say, I choose again, I choose love. I choose to look at this experience through the eyes of love. Love is always available to you. Universal love is always available to you. And then we have this card, focus on love. That's all there really is in life. This is what your spirit guides are saying to you. There is love and there is fear. That's all there is. You know, we think that there's lots of things. We think that there's cars and handbags and TV shows and travel and all of this. But really, all there is at the end of the day is love and fear. And the more you look at life through that lens, the more you see the truth in that. So, and your spirit guides are really highlighting that today. So choose love, because with this 8 of Wands energy, I see you going through this process where you're overcoming stagnation. You take this beautiful time to reflect. And as a result of that, then you overcome that, and life is going to move much quicker. You're going to be moving towards your opportunities. You're going to be moving towards new positive experiences. You're going to overcome that stagnation. Fresh energy is coming into your life. I feel like you're going to have a lot of options in love as well. I feel like, you know, if you're single or you're going through a little bit of a difficult time, or, you know, you want to connect with love, I see an easier time coming in for you with that. I see you having lots of options in love, you know, being quite popular, you know, people wanting to date you, people getting in touch with you, reaching out to you, wanting to ask you out, wanting to be in your company, want to spend time with you. Okay, that's going to make you feel really good. I can see lots of good feelings. You're really enjoying yourself, and connecting with people who remind you, you know, that love should be fun. Okay, and you don't need to have this heart wall. You don't need to be in this negative heart space anymore. You can, you know, I just see you really flying, overcoming all this stuff that you've been considering, and the way these old patterns that you've got stuck in. And your spirit guides are really saying now is the time. Over the next few weeks, you are going to turn around, and things are going to start moving again. I feel like life's going to get going really quickly. These opportunities are going to start rushing in for you. Okay, so be ready for that, because these are exciting times. I can really feel this energy of excitement coming in for you now. And then we have your animal medicine card. I'm trying to get it to focus and it never will, which is Stingray for you today. Now this, I don't know if you can see, but I mean, there's beautiful chakras on this artwork here. Okay, this is about your chakras coming into alignment for you. So what this card says, this is a time of a pivotal moment in your own personal growth. You know, and isn't that what we've been talking about this whole reading now? You know, your spirit guides and your ancestors are really highlighting this for you. This is what they want you to know. This is a turning point now. You can carry on doing what you're doing. You'll keep on getting what you're getting. But this is the turning point now where you make better choices for yourself. And it leads to this beautiful spiritual expansion where you understand yourself better, and where you understand your life better, and where it is that you're going. So your spirit guides are saying you've got this choice that you can make to stick with what is familiar, and what is familiar always feels really safe and good, and you know what to expect. Even if that is something that's unhealthy or isn't in your highest good or right alignment with you, sometimes it is easier to stick with what is familiar because it feels safe. But you have this decision to either do that or to take the new road. And the new road, you don't know where it leads. You can't see the horizon. You don't know where you're going. Sometimes that road is, you know, a tangle of vegetation, and you have to hack your way through it to actually find the road. So, but ultimately this leads you to the top of the hill, to the beautiful new vista that is laid out before you. You know, I've got this image of a beautiful, you know, being on this hilltop and just being able to see for miles and miles, and I'm hearing the words new horizons. So your spirit guides are really saying now is the time to make that decision. Do you want to stick with the familiar, what's comfortable, what's safe, or do you want to like bust out of your comfort zone and try new things, try a new way of being, a new way of thinking? You're really going to be developing a lot of confidence in yourself and in your decision-making process, you know, rather than holding yourself back due to fear about what it is that you want to do, how it is that you want to shine your light. I just see you being confident in your decisions, not being bothered about what anybody else has to say about how it is that you want to live your life, and forging your own path, like we were talking about, just forging your own path forward through life. And your spirit guides are really saying, listen now to your heart, because it will never lead you astray. Your heart knows the way, is what I'm hearing from your spirit guides. So don't deny yourself what it is that you truly want. You know, just because it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar, or harder sometimes, initially. Because ultimately, when you step out of your comfort zone, your spirit guides want you to know that you will be rewarded. You know, and you will be in right alignment. You will be, you know, doing your dharma, doing what it is that you are designed, you know, what you are here for in this life. This is quite a deep message. This is quite a deep message that we've had today in your reading, you know. It's super interesting, but it's reflected over and over again here as well, you know, with everything, with the Hangman, with the Temperance, with the Reflect. I see that here. But I see it's going to come in quite quickly for you as well with this Eight of Wands energy. This isn't going to be a long process for you. I think you're going to, you know, have a realization, or, you know, get that confidence that you need, and then just sort of stride forward, you know, take big strides forward, and you'll feel like you've made a lot of progress in a short amount of time. And that's what's coming for you in the next sort of 3 months. But, you know, never feel like you're alone. Your ancestors are always here supporting you and guiding you. And when you take that moment to reflect, they will be able to connect with you and talk to you through your intuition. And in those quiet moments to guide you, they always want to guide you and support you and just, you know, touch you with that love that they always have for you, okay? It isn't just you. You're always supported by this web of love and positivity, which is always around you and is always available to you, okay? Oh, okay, this reading has been so beautiful for you today. I think it's really, really lovely. I have to say that there are some repeating themes in this reading that I've been doing, you know, throughout the whole video, which I think is really interesting as well. But yeah, these are your messages from your spirit guides. It has been my honor to read your cards as always. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here on Lumiere. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives and your personal circumstances. If you feel called to, please check out my book, Love Academy. I've written it from the heart. People have been writing to me every day saying what big changes it has made for them. They've been getting, you know, they've learnt so much as a result of reading this book. So it's all about manifesting your soulmates, or you know, just having good relationships. So if you're in a relationship but you're struggling, there's also information to help you, you know, take that relationship, make it stronger, and get the commitment that you desire. Okay, but all the information about that is on my website, and if you check the playlists as well, there's a little Q&A you'll find there if you want to see me answer more questions about that. Okay, but yes, have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts. I am sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 4. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see what messages we have from your ancestors and spirit guides today, okay? So we have this beautiful 9 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Wands, we have King of Wands, and we have Queen of Cups. To begin with, we've got money, this card money from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. We have, oh amazing, we have the beautiful card Unicorn from the Spirit Animal deck from the Wild Unknown. We have this card Observer. We have the Universe Works Fast When I'm Having Fun from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. We have this lovely card Fortitude from, I still can't remember what it's called, the Sacred something, Sacred Earth, the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. And we have Back to What You Love from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Okay, so this is an interesting energies here for you. What I'm seeing with this, I just think this is like, this beautiful rainbow is just really calling to me here, is your spirit guides are really saying just remember to have fun and enjoy your life. So, you know, maybe you've been feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit depressed, or you've been just, you know, you've been all work and no play. But just by having fun, you know, following your heart, following your bliss, enjoying life, you know, your spirit guides are just saying, you know, make some time just to have some fun, to party, to connect with your tribe. You know, all of these things are going to raise your vibration, and that is going to lead to miracles for you as well, especially when it's combined with this back to what you love. So perhaps, you know, you've been doing a lot of stuff with school and your work, or your work responsibilities, or your family responsibilities, and you haven't had a lot of time just to enjoy life, okay? Life isn't all about the hustle and the grind. You know, as they say, sometimes it's just, you know, you've got to remember to lighten up a little bit and to have fun. So your spirit guides, your ancestors, they really want you to know this, okay? Life doesn't need to feel gritty. It doesn't need to feel like hard work. It can be fun. You can go through life with grace and ease, and in this way you will attract miracles into your life, okay? So I think that is really beautiful. There's a lot here. It's very interesting about your finances and prosperity, because we have this card money, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Pentacles here. So I'm just wondering if some of you with this 5 of Pentacles energy have been feeling the pinch. You know, maybe you want to make more money and you know, it isn't really working out for you, or, you know, you don't know how to make money, you don't relate to it very well. Maybe your spirit guides are saying that some of you have got like a lack mentality, or you've got like negative beliefs around money, like, you know, like rich people are bad people, or like you have to sell your soul and are able to be rich, or something like this. So your spirit guides are really saying reassess your beliefs about money, okay? Money can be such a loaded topic, but it's just energy really. So, you know, you can just remember that. Just remember that money is just energy. So, but if you are feeling the pinch, then just know that things are going to get better in the next few months. Your financial situation is going to come, I'm hearing, more stable, and also that's going to help you for the future. So more money is coming in for you. Your spirit guides are really saying invest in yourself at this time. So if there's a course that you want to do, or books that you want to do, or a gym membership that you want to take out, or, you know, some sort of online course or membership that you want to do, and you've been thinking, no, I can't afford it, I need to buy food and pay my rent, your spirit guides are saying invest in yourself, because it's going to pay dividends for you in the future. You know, your ancestors are really saying work towards your long-term financial goals. With this energy here, this is what I'm sensing. They're really encouraging you to work towards your long-term financial goals, you know, not to fly by the seat of your pants and hope that everything is going to be okay with your finances, but to really take stock, learn about money, learn about investments, learn about how money works and how you can make money work for you. But I do see a bit more money coming in and you being able to afford like a few luxuries just to make life feel a little bit easier for you. Okay, so your spirit guides are really saying to reflect on your own financial independence. A financial independence is possible for you. I see you being very successful in the future with your money. Being comfortable is what you want to be working towards, and being able to be financially independent so you're not reliant on anybody else, and that you can provide the things that you desire in this life, the experiences, the things for yourself with grace and with ease. So your ancestors are really saying, learn about money, and just think about your finances long term. All right, but you are moving towards greater abundance, and this message, if it reaches you, is really, really going to help you out for your future. Okay, your spirit guides are really saying be grateful for what you have already. Okay, it's very difficult for the universe to bring in new things for you if you're not taking care of or don't appreciate the things that you have already. Or the experiences that you're having already, that you've already manifested in your life. So like, if you'd like a new car, how are you treating the car that you've got at the moment? Is it pristine? Is it clean? Is it well maintained? Or is it full of trash and needs a good clean or whatever? So treat the things that you have with respect. Be grateful for the experiences that you have, and your spirit guides are saying that this will raise your vibration to get you out of this energy of the Five of Pentacles and into this energy of abundance with the Nine of Pentacles. This also indicates self-care, taking care of yourself. When they say invest in yourself, maybe that's investing in some self-care, a massage, a gym membership, some time away to get a little bit of a break, whatever that is, or or just something that you need that's going to make your life easier. So that is indicated for you here by your spirit guides. Okay, we have this beautiful card, Unicorn. It's my favorite card in the deck. It is so lovely. This is just a highlight from your spirit guides about your relationship to the divine. And they're saying that there is divinity in every day. Things can feel very mundane, but you're going to get a glimpse into the divine and the divinity of all things. And that's all around you. Often many people have had experiences which cannot be explained, or a connection to somebody that just feels so much deeper than that normal connection, or some sort of crazy synchronicity. And I definitely see those kind of experiences coming in for you in the next few weeks and months. So your spirit guides are really saying, pay attention to that. They want you to connect to the magic of life, which is always available to you. The magic of life is always available to you. So if it feels like life is hard work and gritty, and that it's always just the same and it's always dull, there is magic to be found. This is also a card of manifestation as well. So again, we're combining those practical 3D things with learning about money, with learning with looking into the future, and then also focusing your attention to manifest what it is that you desire in this life. Okay, now with this card Fortitude, this is very similar to the Strength card in the tarot. So your ancestors are really telling you, if you are experiencing difficulties or challenges, they are saying, I can hear them, they're saying you can do it. All right, you have the power to withstand life's struggles. Okay, for whoever this message is for, if you just think, I can't go through this cycle again, I can't do this anymore, I've had enough, I can't take it anymore, just know you have got the strength within you. They are helping you, they are guiding you on this journey. So whatever problems you have, there is a solution. You have absolutely got what it takes to get through this situation, whatever it is that you are experiencing now, whether it's a relationship difficulty, a big change in your life, a shock, you know, some sort of job situation. You have, they're saying, have faith that everything is working out for your highest good, because it is. Okay, it may be, you know, this may resonate with you. It may be that in the next few weeks, couple of months, that you will be faced with something that isn't easy for you to do, but it is necessary, and you're going to be able to face that and get through it with grace and with ease, and with the help of your loving ancestors and spirit guides who are always there for you. So have faith in yourself. They're really saying that you are going to be able to develop that, I don't know how to describe it, that part of yourself where you can trust in yourself, where you have that faith in yourself, where you have that rock solid confidence to be able to believe in yourself, and that is going to see you through. We all have challenges, you know, this is how we grow. We grow through our struggles. So, you know, when you see a person who has an easy life, I often see somebody who hasn't learnt very much. You know, they don't have a lot of emotional intelligence or a lot of wisdom because they haven't had these challenges, and they only live on the surface of things and have, you know, they don't have access to this deepness, you know, the depth of experience which is available to them in the human experience. They don't have access to that because they haven't been through these struggles and had the opportunity to connect with, you know, that deeper experience. Okay, this is a card. This says you can rely on yourself, not because there isn't anybody else to help you, but just like developing such a good relationship with yourself that, you know, in this card, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is all about self-reliance as well. So, you know, you're just looking at being able to rely on yourself. And again, it's not because, oh, I can't rely on anybody, people are unreliable. It's just being able to, you know, go to yourself first, for your self-love, for, you know, to be able to provide for yourself. And I'm hearing not looking for anybody else to rescue you. You know, your spirit guides are saying no one's going to rescue you. You have to rescue yourself. Now that sounds like tough love, but it's coming from a beautiful space because it is so wise. It is so wise, because when you realize that, you can take responsibility for your situation, for your life, for your experiences. Take full responsibility and get into the driving seat of your life, and then you're not at the mercy of life experiences or what other people want or what other people think you should do, or you know, whatever it is that's going on. You're not at the mercy of the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. You are grounded in your powerful self energy, and you take responsibility, and then you can do it. Your ancestors want you to know that you absolutely can do it. If you need to turn your life around, if you need to overcome a challenge, if you need to change a situation that you're in, you can do it. Okay. Oh, you know, and also we have this card, Observer. This is all about learning the skills of when to wait and when to take action. And I want to talk about this a little bit more because we have the King and Queen of Wands here as well, and this really indicates this. So this is saying, you know, suspend your judgment about what something means or how someone comes across or what a situation looks like, and let the situation play out for you. Okay, and then you get to see the bigger picture. You have all the facts before you can make a move, and this is really indicated with the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. You know, this is all about when to wait, and this is a card of taking action. This is a card of waiting, and this is a card of taking action, and between them you find the sweet spot, this beautiful balance between them both. Okay, so it's interesting, you know, because, you know, especially combined with the Six of Wands energy, I see success for you coming here. Your spirit guides are really saying that you will be successful in what it is that you're doing. Success is just around the corner. So, you know, keep on with your fortitude. Don't give up now. Success is just around the corner. You are going to be getting that validation that you need, you know. if you've been putting you know, yourself out there, putting your work out there, and not been getting like the recognition that you deserve, then this is indicated now that you will get that recognition. You will get that following, you will find your tribe, you know, you will get that raise. Your boss will appreciate and recognize what it is that you've been doing, you know, maybe put you in line for a promotion, whatever it is, whatever sort of situation you're in, whatever goals that you're working towards. I see you getting the recognition that you deserve now, and your spirit guides are telling you that this is what is going to happen for you now. Okay, so your ancestors your ancestors are saying that success is assured for you in your situation. Okay, and I see you, it's interesting, I see you working on some sort of passion project with this. You know, maybe you want to start your own side hustle, your own business. Maybe it's just, you know, a passion project that you want to work on, a blog or a book, or you want to put yourself out there in some way. You know, there's something that you know a lot about, that you want to share with other people, starting a little business, something like this. You know, I see you, you know, having some sort of vision or idea that you have, but it's coming from a soul-centered space with this Queen of Cups energy. So this isn't the energy of just like, oh yeah, we can make some money out of this, we can make some money out of people doing this. It's like, you know, it's a passion project. It comes from the heart. It's an idea of something that is in your soul, in your heart space, that you want to share. And your spirit guides are really saying, you know, if this doesn't resonate with you now, then in the next sort of 6 weeks, you know, this is going to come into fruition for you. It's going to come into clarity for you, what it is that this means for you, you know, because this is part of your soul's journey that we're talking about now. So, you know, and whatever it is, the idea that you've got, this vision that you've got, it will be successful. I see that here. I see that it's coming from a heart-centered space. Say yes to your opportunities. Your spirit guides are really saying, say yes to your opportunities. Learn to recognize an opportunity. It's a good life skill. So if you've been putting in the hustle, putting in the hard work, your spirit guides are saying this is really, really going to pay off now, really soon for you. You're turning the corner where you will be able to see the you know, results of your efforts. Okay, so it may be a little bit stressful, but your spirit guides are also saying that you can take the heat, like we were talking about earlier. You've got what it takes. You can take the heat. So, which I think is really, really good. So this is soul-centered work, this project that you're thinking about, you know, being a bit, your ancestors are encouraging you to be entrepreneurial, you know, which will lead to this Nine of Pentacles energy, this success. Your confidence is in your ability to do things like that is growing. They're saying that, you know, they're bringing in all that energy that you need to be motivated to sort of make that idea a reality, which I think is really lovely. Okay, so, you know, and I just feel like this project, whatever it is that you want to do, is going to be very nourishing for you, because it's coming from that heart-centered space, or that business that you want to start. You're creating something from the heart is what I'm hearing. So, and your ancestors are really supporting you in this. If this doesn't quite resonate, then, you know, this will be made clear to you, you know, what it is that you need to do with this. In love, when we see the King and the Queen, you know, this is really a match made in heaven. So if you are single and you are looking for love, then your spirit guides are saying that a significant relationship is coming in for you with mature energies, people who are both emotionally available and able to connect at that deep level. Now, the thing with fire and water is that these energies, it can make it quite a spicy relationship, but on the whole, it's beautiful, because you've got all the emotions and the love and those deep emotions, but also you've got the passion, the energy to make it work in the 3D world, but that sort of passion, that sexiness, that you know, desire and attraction for one another. You know, because sometimes we can have all the love and the, you know, and then it sort of ends up just being in the friend zone because we don't have the passion, or we have just the lust, and then, you know, it's just a fling. But this is a combination of both. This is a beautiful, significant connection that is coming in for you in the next few months. Your ancestors are really highlighting this for you. I feel very excited for you when I see these cards. So if you are looking for a queen or a king in your life, then just know that that is being ushered into your life for you now, okay? So yeah, I see you taking action, you know, and being very motivated in the next few months. It's also going to be, your spirit guides are saying that maybe there's going to be some healing in your heart space that is taking place as well. You know, some deep healing. And you're just going to, you know, if things have felt a little bit unsteady, a little bit unstable, you've been feeling like you're in the emotion ocean, then I just hear that, you know, your ancestors are saying that you're going to feel more peaceful and centered within yourself, which is what we've been talking about, that inner fortitude, that inner strength, getting centered, getting rooted, you know, in the root chakra, getting grounded in yourself and feeling more peaceful within you. So your ancestors are really just saying that that beautiful energy is available to you at this time, okay? That's everything that I have for you in this reading for you today. Do let me know what is going on with you in your life in the comments section. I love to connect with you down in the comments. If you feel called to, please check out my website. I've got a beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration and attract love and prosperity into your life. People have been writing to me every day to let me know, you know, about the changes that have happened as a result of them kind of going on that journey and you know, reprogramming their subconscious mind in that way, you know, that it's made beautiful changes take place for them in their lives. So that is really lovely. But it has been my honor to read your cards. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Have an amazing week. I love you all so, so much. You're always in my thoughts. And yes, I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye.